I'll get started. So my name is Nigeria Chambers of Big Go Belt Media. Pat, it is a pleasure to once again talk to you. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. I'm super excited to talk to you. We did get a chance to quickly talk at the season 2 premiere, and I had a lot of theories about your character, and a lot of those things I was predicting didn't really come to fruition in
I was
season
gonna
2.
ask. I'm like, what were you thinking would happen?
But now season 3, oh my God, you have been one of my favorite characters alongside of my other favorite character in Saxe. I just want to quickly start off by asking a really soft question. Is this how much fun are you having now getting into season 3?
Oh, it's so much fun. It was a blast, honestly, and it's so great to have it out there. But I had so much fun playing Jenny for that 6 months. She is a fascinating creature, and she's so complicated, and there's so much going on underneath the surface at all times. And she's like got these really great funny moments that the writers like give her, and I'm just it was such a blessing. I had a wonderful time, and I love working with everybody. Like working with Jane and Monique, and I mean, it's been a joy. It's been a joy. And Jeff is so much fun to work with.
And then obviously you had like the biggest secret ever, and I just kind of want to know, when did you know that Jenny would be concealing the fact that Lauren is alive? There was nowhere in any of the press word, the media releases, none of the promotional material, and you're sitting there like, I know something you don't know.
And all the answers. I know. It was quite a feat, honestly, and for Paige too, obviously. Like she had to really hide that she was even around. But for me, I knew, okay, it's kind of a fun story. So the season finale of season 2, the scene with Jenny and Saxe at the bar where she comes up to him and she's like, Lauren is dead. Right? Originally, when I read that script, I thought that Lauren was dead. Right? So I show up to set and I'm like, all right, I'm really in it. Like, I feel responsible for losing this person. This is my fault.
Yeah.
And I was like in that place. And then Rob Hardy, who was the director for that episode, comes up to me literally right before we shoot and is like, so Lauren's not dead. You're hiding her. And I was like, huh? Wait, what? And so I really didn't get like much time to process that, but I think it helped ultimately in the scene, really, because it's just like, oh, well, Jenny's just like a really great liar. Because there was no glimmer to me as the person reading the script that would suggest anything other than Lauren's dead and she feels bad about it. So that's when I found out. And then it was like a year and a half of just keeping it under wraps. And I adore Paige and I love working with her, and she's become one of my really good friends through this process. So it was really such a blessing to get to have these like great scenes with her at the house. There's actually one scene that was in the last episode 303 that was cut between us, which hopefully one day they'll release all these amazing cut scenes because it happens all the time. But we got to work with each other like pretty much every episode. So it was really nice to have that, and that's such an interesting relationship between Lauren and Jenny.
I love Paige, and I kind of feel for her, and I'm just like, oh, you've had 2 seasons of being part of all of the promotional work and getting these new seasons out, and then the third you're kind of like, I'm really a part of this season, but I can't be there.
I know, it sucks. It's like I was like, I missed you, I wish you were here with me at all these and stuff. But she's a trooper, man. She handled it with such grace, like such a fan.
And like very determined. She looked very busy all the time. It's like, well, where did you make time to film? Like
I know.
I'm glad you pointed at the writers here in the script, and funny because this may be the funniest line in all of Power that was said in this episode 4, The Land of Opportunity, between you and Saxe. And again, 2 of my favorite characters. So I was eating this scene all the way up. And Saxe being Saxe, always overzealous, always want to be sneaky, want to know what you're up to. And Saxe finally getting to the nitty gritty, wanting to know who else you sleeping with. And this line right here, and I quote, I'm not fucking with no one besides you, but behaviors like this one wants me to fuck anyone. But
you got this. You got it.
Behaviors make me want to fuck anyone but you. I bust out laugh. I was dying. Yeah,
Yay.
tell me through it when you read that. When you read that in the
Oh my
script.
God. I mean, literally, like, I feel like there's a line in almost every scene that Jenny has that's just
Yeah.
like a punch in the face. It's just like so, but like a sneaky punch. She's just, yeah, she's brilliant. The writers are so clever. They know exactly, and like they really do write to the actor's strengths, which I really appreciate because and give me any opportunity to make a joke out of something. Because so much of my career, look, most of my career has been kind of cold corporate woman or grieving pregnant mother.
Yeah.
That's the lanes that I've been in. And so anytime I get to do comedy, I'm like, oh gosh, it makes it. And it also like is a well-rounding, it makes you feel like that's a whole person.
Yeah.
Jenny's not just like the ice queen. She's got other things going on. It's part of what's so fun to play with her. She's really quick and clever and doesn't take any shit. But yeah, anytime there's a lot of great moments and scenes coming up with her and a lot of, you'll see. It gets,
I'm looking forward to it. Look, I know we're going to get close in our time, so I definitely want to say, first off, the fans are going to eat it up anytime anyone's bashing Saxe. I love Saxe, but the fans, are indifferent about that. So, welcome to the positive side of that. Putting Saxe in his place is always a good thing here,
Yes, I agree.
But things are about to get crazy here because as you have Saxe, who's continuously sneaking around, you bring Blanca in. This is the R.I.C.O team now, and you're kind of playing pure mediator, focusing that we got to take down some bad guys at the same time, hiding a very valuable secret that the two of them don't have yet. You're establishing a team of trust. Where do we see this soon to be combustible unit at some point implode?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's power. Secrets are going to come out. It's going to get really messy. People are going to be in their feelings about it. Yeah. I think part of the fun thing about playing Jenny is, her coping mechanisms keep her out of her emotions like so much of the time, but they're there. So like unconsciously they come out as well. And as the season goes on, you will get to see that tension between like the secrets, the damage to her relationships because of the secrets. And like with that, how that plays and lands on her is really interesting because it'll just show, you get to see parts of Jenny that we really have never seen. And I'm most excited about that. I'm really grateful that the writers are they just write these incredible arcs for their characters. And this season is no different for Jenny. Really, like where she starts is not where she ends.
Okay.
So I can tell you that.
Okay. Listen, last question. Is there anybody and any more of a priority for Jenny than taking down Tariq? We, in a very questionable scene where Blanca decided that the DA, we got to tip on a gun deal that's getting ready to go down. And Jenny says, no, I'm going to focus on Tariq and this lead I have, which to me, I say, wow, that's an interesting choice.
Tariq. Yeah. I think what it is, look, Jenny's not used to losing. If you look at her office in these scenes, she has like tens and tens of awards all over her wall. Like she is a well-known, well-respected prosecutor that is very good at her job and is used to working, I think, alone a lot of the time, which is and she doesn't trust people, which is why she keeps all these secrets. And she really, like the fact that Lauren got that close to death, I think really messed with her head.
Okay.
And not even on a conscious level, but I can see it in her actions of how far she's willing to go to protect, this person who is essentially a CI, even though Lauren's not a criminal, but she's an informant. And so it's it gets really messy and more complicated as we go.
Looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Listen, we have got to talk again. Now the whole perspective about watching episode 4, which I completely broke down. I have to go back and watch. You just gave me so much more insight that gives this show already the rewatchability that it has, but you just further enhanced it. So, we have to talk again very soon.
Would love to. Thank you for talking to me today. This was great.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time. We'll talk again.